Hello and welcome to another episode of Those Two I Am Guys. I'm James Kennedy. I'm here with my co-host today, Tony Earp, and we have got a fantastic guest. I'm probably one of his best customers. I've bought loads of this guy's stuff over the years, and I'm absolutely delighted to be interviewing him in person. Tony, take it away.
Yeah, James, you're everybody's best customer, aren't you?
Well, tell him that. I want to make him feel special.
Yeah, guys, it's my great pleasure to introduce somebody I've known for quite a long time. Great vendor, great coach, and thoroughly nice guy. It's absolutely sickening, James, isn't it? How nice this guy is. Yeah. But without further ado, let's please welcome Peter Beattie. Hi, Peter.
Hey, Tony, how's it going? And what's up, James?
Yeah, it's good.
Thanks for your business.
Yeah, you're very welcome. I hope you're enjoying the new house I bought you.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Thanks.
The daft thing is, you probably are not joking about that, James.
No, I'm sure if I logged into my account, I don't even know if they're still live now with some of the older stuff, but I've literally got shed loads of
That's funny.
Yeah, guys, Peter's on the show today. He's going to be going through his brand new product, which he's launching very soon. Am I right in saying it's called Mobileverse, Peter?
Yeah, Mobileverse Takeover.
Mobileverse Takeover.
Yep.
Excellent name. A little bit of a twist on the metaverse, I'm assuming, yeah?
Yeah, I mean, that's we can talk more about that, how it kind of ties in, but yeah, that's how we came up with that.
Yeah, absolutely. I know James likes to. We have got some questions we asked Peter. I know James likes to ask the first one, so I'll pass you over to James for that. Yeah.
So just a little bit of an icebreaker, Peter. You know, obviously I know you well, but I would like to know if you can just give us a random fact about you, something that most of the people, we see a lot of you guys, you're on obviously videos over the years, but tell us a little something that we probably don't know about you.
That's interesting. Well, it's a tough one to answer. Well, I've got two Dobermans. How about that? Two Doberman dogs. I guess that's not.
Excellent. I'm a dog person. We've got two Labradors.
Yeah, one thing I will say, I know for a fact that Peter's really into his cars, aren't you, Peter?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, definitely.
I'm sure it's the same terminology in the States, but in the UK we call people who are into cars like myself and yourself petrol heads. Yeah.
Yeah, that we do have that term around here.
That term over there. Okay, cool. Yeah. But,
yeah, we could. That's another.
I know you're into your cars in a big way as well.
Excellent.
Yeah, that internet marketing has allowed me to invest in some of those toys over the years as well. So, I mean, I've had like the Lambos and stuff. I mean, I guess that's a cool fact, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
I like those. I'll quite happily settle for one of your kind of economy cars. I think they call them Mustangs. That's an economy car for you guys, but over here it's a guzzler.
Yeah, that is actually an economy car over here.
Yeah,
as far as muscle cars go.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm old school English, mate, with the Jag answer.
Yeah.
So.
Nice.
I'm German and Swedish here.
They're all nice.
Right. So Peter, do you want to tell us a little bit about the product? Let's know about Mobileverse Takeover. Yeah, we're really excited to find out about it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you want, I can tell you kind of the backstory and how it came about. That will probably make a bit more sense to the audience if I explain that way.
Yep.
So a while back, I have a little brother named Kyle. I think Tony, you may have met him back when we did something together. He actually helped us out with years ago.
I'm aware of your brother, Peter. Yeah.
Okay. So he ended up, he's grown up now. He's like 25, and he was working at Walmart. You know, of all places, he was like stocking shelves, and he got fired from that job, which I didn't know that was possible, but he got fired, and he needed a way to make some money fast. He was renting an apartment from one of our family members, and they were like, "Oh, we're going to throw you out if you don't get a job." So anyways, long story short, I wanted to help him out, teach him how to make money online, and give him the ability to kind of do whatever he wanted to do in his life and not have to answer to a boss. And I started looking at ways he could make money online as a newbie. I mean, he doesn't have any skills, you know, he doesn't know anything about marketing. Long story short, we ended up finding out that, you know, a big opportunity to have him create apps for local businesses, basically. And ended up connecting with Todd Gross. They have this awesome technology that allows you to put a mobile app on any mobile phone pretty much instantly, without having to go to the app store or anything like that. So long story short, I showed Kyle how to start a local agency selling these to local businesses. And that's kind of how the product came about.
Wow, cool. Sounds pretty cool. I think when apps came out at the start, they were very hot, but they're also exceptionally expensive. You know, so most local businesses could never imagine in their wildest dreams of having their own app. So that sounds pretty incredible. Sounds pretty incredible. And what? Yeah,
I think the biggest problems, James, is that in the past you've needed to be very technical or hire a developer to create these type of apps. Is that fair enough to say, Peter? Yeah.
Yeah, and that's one of the things we encountered was like, you know, he's not a coder, he's not a programmer. You know, even if we were to hire someone else to build a native mobile app, I mean, it would cost thousands of dollars. But we ended up finding out that there's this technology out there. I'm sure you've heard of it, Tony, progressive web apps.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
PWA. So it's basically, for those of you watching who don't know, it's basically kind of like, I like to call it a website mobile app hybrid, because I mean, it's basically a website, but that website can be installed onto a mobile phone just like an app.
Yep.
And you can bypass the app stores. There's no expensive development costs. I mean, you can literally have one up in a few minutes. And
I mean, for a local business, Peter, especially a local business on a budget after the pandemic, especially, you know, it's a great opportunity for them to have an app for their business at a very low cost. Yeah.
Absolutely. And that's the big opportunity. I mean, like if you look around, like, I mean, most local businesses have a website now. I mean, it's 2022. And since the pandemic, most have kind of adapted to some sort of, you know, online ordering.
Yep.
But, you know, not many have apps yet, mobile apps. And that's probably a big hurdle. I mean, that is a big hurdle for them, is like, you know, the investment costs and get one created. So with this, I mean, they can get it for like, I mean, you could charge them. My brother charges really low, $500. I mean, that's a steal.
Yeah.
But even like a few grand, I mean, would be a steal to have one of these.
Yeah. I mean, if you compare that cost to having a native app built from scratch, it's a lot. You know,
notion, isn't it?
It's a fraction of the price, isn't it, basically?
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely, for sure. I mean, you could spend. I mean, you go online, Google how much does it cost to develop a mobile app. I mean, you'll see prices, insane prices, like
make your eyes water.
Yeah, I mean, especially if it's something like a restaurant, Peter, as well, where you know, the app needs to be a lot more technical for the menu and everything else.
Absolutely, yeah.
So this is a great way for them getting into, you know, getting an app for the business within their budget, basically.
Yeah, and one of the things that, you know, you guys know who Gary Halbert is?
I've heard of him, yeah.
So I ended up doing a call with his son, Bond Halbert, about this product. So I wanted to ask him. Oh, you're cutting it out there. Your green screen. Oh yeah, the Boron letter. So I actually spoke with his son, who he wrote those letters to. I spoke to him and was telling him about the product, and he's like, you know, what the real power of this is like, you got a restaurant. You know, we think about a typical restaurant. You know, they've got a certain time of day where, you know, they're very busy, maybe from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. during the lunch rush, right? And then like for the rest of the day, they might not be as busy, you know? So like what we figured out is like, we build them one of these special types of apps. We call them instant app funnels, where we basically can put a QR code in their store, right? So as their customers are coming in, you know, there's a QR code. You can picture a QR code there on the counter. It says something like, you know, scan the QR code to receive new daily deals, you know what I mean, sent to your mobile device. So as their customers are coming in, they're scanning that QR code and they're downloading their app instantly to their phone. But now we can send push notifications to those people at like maybe at 4 p.m. during their slow time. Say, hey, you getting ready for dinner? We've got like a special tonight. You know, instantly send that out to all their customers and kind of turn that dead zone into like a time of the day where they're actually getting a rush of orders again.
Can I just clarify something with that, Peter?
Yeah.
When you do a push notification out to everybody that's got the app, how much does that cost?
From within our app? Yeah, it's nothing.
Free. That's like free emailing technically. Yeah, I love that.
I don't know how we're able to do that. And to be honest with you, I mean, I'll have to talk. I'd have to ask the team how we make that possible. But
it's just a general thing with that. With the push notifications, it just goes out to everybody.
Yeah.
And there's no charges.
Yeah, normally we push notifications. You have to integrate with a third-party service normally, and there's a cost to that.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah, it's awesome. I mean, I couldn't imagine. I mean, you just log right into the software. I mean, send it out. I mean, instantly goes out to everybody who has the app. I mean, it's really cool. I like it. Yeah, there's no monthly fees like email autoresponders or anything like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so I think it's pretty fair to say that we know what the problem solved, what the product solves the problem of. Yeah. Regarding audience, Peter, any local business, would you say?
Yeah, I mean, if you think about it, I think restaurants are probably like the one who could benefit immediately from something like this.
Yeah.
It's just such a brain, an obvious thing to do. You know what I mean? Like a no-brainer.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, we've been looking at other businesses as well. Like if you think about, we have like salons. Like we have a user.
Let's say barbers got slow times, and they could just say, boom. I've just got 3 slots available. Bang. You know.
That's exactly. Yeah. We have a testimonial on our sales page. There's a lady who has a salon. She's actually a local business who's using this. And she's like, I love it. Whenever business is slow, I just log right in, send out a push notification, and the phones start ringing. So, I mean, you got salons, lawn care services. We got tons of restaurants. There's insurance companies. There's real estate agents using it.
I would imagine car washes, valeting services, all that sort of thing are a great prospect.
Wow.
Yeah. Automotive detailers. We have, we're working with some of those.
So is the actual app got templates already pre-done for these things, or do they just make it on their own, or would I just make it on my own for those people in particular?
Yeah, so the software comes with over 200 templates. So, I mean, you're never going to run out. I mean, any niche that you could imagine, just log in, select the template, launch it. It's pretty much instantly live. Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
I'm assuming all those templates are fully editable, Peter, as well, so you can make it, personalize it to match the business's website and all that sort of thing, color-wise, etc.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, that's really simple. I mean, we got tutorials for that, but yeah, I mean, like within 5 minutes, I'll give you an example. My brother, when we first started doing this, he had never even touched the software. He had never used it before. Again, no website building skills. I said, hey, go watch these tutorials and build one of these it was a local pizza shop. Build one for this business and then show me when it's done. And I checked back in with him a day later. It was done. It was perfect. I mean, so yeah, very easy.
Yeah. I think that just shows how even your beginner user is not going to have a problem using that software.
And no disrespect to your brother, but if he gets sacked from Walmart, he's clearly not that clever. So if he can do it, they can do it. No offense to Kyle.
No, he's having fun with this too. I mean, he's kind of he's not an online person. I mean, I'll give it put it this way. I mean, he's worked at Walmart. He's done like odd jobs and stuff like that. Definitely not an online person.
So not a techie.
Yeah, Peter, I've got a younger brother myself, and I've been helping him out with his first product recently.
Oh,
so nice. I hear exactly what you're saying about younger brothers,
Yeah.
Because he's not an online person as well.
Oh, really? Yeah. So you know exactly what.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about from that perspective. Yeah.
Peter, this sounds excellent. I'm going to have to ask you about the funnel, because with 200 templates in there, it sounds expensive. Walk us through the funnel.
The product, okay. Yeah. So I mean, the front end product, I believe, I mean, it's insanely cheap. I mean, I want to say it's less than $47 on the front end there. They'll get you 200 templates, the software. So you're not getting the unique thing about this, guys, is not just the software. It's also that I've also created a training program on how to make money with this. So like, I'm actually breaking down exactly how to use the software to get clients to make money. As you know, Tony, I've been, I got started, working with local businesses like 13 years ago, and I've helped lots of people kind of have success with that model. So I'm taking all that experience and what I've helped my brother do, and we've turned it into a training program to show people how to make money with it. So they're going to get that on the front end as well. They're also going to get getting emails. So what I did is I have a copywriter who, copywriting is kind of my thing, but I've taken on a copywriter over the last year, and I've been, they've been kind of operating under my guidance, and they actually created, emails for this product that the customers can take, send out to local businesses. There's 15 of them. So those are professionally written by a 7-figure copywriter. Some other bonuses like how to price your services and get up to $10,000 for one of these things if you target the right niches. So that's the front end product. There's a lot there, under $47.
Can I just say something, Peter? What I want to say for the benefit of our viewers and listeners, when you do training, you do full comprehensive training. It's not just regular training like you're going to get in other packages, guys. I know from personal experience that Peter puts very, very comprehensive trainings together with his products. So this is no run-of-the-mill training, guys. You're going to get something very special here.
And the fact that if you've trained this guy, Peter, to copyright, then his copy is going to be great, because I know every time I read something, it costs me money from you. So yeah. And obviously, clearly you've studied Gary Halbert like me, and I still buy it, so yeah, amazing. Gary Halbert's just one of my favorite guys to read. I've got pretty much
that's
everything
crazy,
he ever
James,
put out.
because you mentioned that to me yesterday, I think.
We were talking about Gary Halbert today, actually.
Was it today?
That's what we were talking about, yeah. So it's pretty funny you should mention that.
Yeah, I mean, the guy's an absolute legend. I mean, you can just read his stuff and I feel like every time I read his stuff, I become smarter just by reading it.
I think the most legendary thing he did was, I don't know if this is urban legend or not, but probably about 20 years ago, I was on, it was just at the start of the internet kind of stuff, and I went to a training, and it was a guy down in England, and he was quite an established offline marketer, and he was reading Halbert's stuff for years, and he said the best headline I ever heard that he ever done was "Dear Shitweasel." It was actually a headline, and it converted like madness. Just crazy.
Yeah.
The man was incredible. Yeah,
one of my favorites is not to go off your original question, but was like someone can look this up. It was is the headline he wrote about Tova's face cream. It was like, wife of famous Hollywood actor swears under oath that her new face cream or whatever it is does not contain a sexual stimulant. Or no, it was a perfume. I'm sorry, not the face cream. It was the perfume.
Yeah, brilliant. No, anyway. His writing was just genius. He was so ahead of his time. Yeah.
You got us off track there, James, didn't you?
Sorry. So I mean, obviously the funnel.
We were talking about the funnel.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So that's the front end product. So the awesome software, training, client getting emails. Not just emails whipped together by like some freelance writer who knows nothing about marketing, literally written together by a 7-figure copywriter. So that's the front end. So software, training, how to make money with this. And now the first upsell or the first upgrade, I guess we could call it, is Push Notify Pro. And so the software on the front end, with the software, you can send up to 5 push notifications per month per app funnel.
Okay.
So that comes out to about 1 per week, a little more. So with that upgrade, we unlock unlimited push notifications. Wow. So you can literally send out, push notification to anyone who has either your app or your business, your client's app on their phone.
And
every day.
If you're the type of person that's serious about approaching local businesses with this offer, to offer them this service, you're going to want unlimited, Peter. It's a no-brainer to pick that up, isn't it, really?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, absolutely. Because we did some math, and it's like, if you send out a push notification, once per week, that's 4 opportunities to generate more sales.
Yeah.
But if you send one out every day, say 30 times a month, that's 6 times more opportunities to make sales. So in theory, 6 times more sales, 6 times increase in revenue, and 6 times more you can charge in theory, right?
Yeah.
So that part of it's really cool. But what we also did is we've studied some like billion-dollar companies like Walmart, Target. I mean, you name it, any of the big retailers. And we've really studied what they're doing with push notifications. And they have a specific kind of campaign strategy that they follow, when they're sending out their notifications to get people to buy. And they just run them over and over every week. They just switch out the offers. So also with this upgrade, what we're doing is including a training where we're going to dissect, the billion-dollar brands push notification strategy. So I think we're calling that the billion-dollar messaging map. So they'll get that with that upgrade as well.
Cool.
I'm reaching for my wallet already. This is sounding amazing.
Yeah, I mean, another thing with that particular OTO, Peter, as well, another thing to take into consideration, that if somebody's currently using a similar software but with third-party integration like Twilio or something, it's costing them on a monthly or an annual basis for the Twilio costs, for the third-party integration costs. Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's
So
that's
they can eliminate them by purchasing this product.
Well,
that's a good point. Yeah, I didn't even think of that. I mean, yeah, there's no monthly fees or anything. I mean, it's like one-time investment, you can send unlimited push notifications for forever, you know? Huge
the reason I thought of that instantly was because I'm in that position. I'm currently paying third-party integration with Twilio. By switching to your product, I can save myself money straight away.
Oh, there you go. That's a good point. Yeah.
Fantastic. Amazing. And is there anything else in the funnel?
So that's just one upgrade.
Yeah.
So there's 3 more. Do you want me to go over each of them?
If you don't mind, yeah.
Yeah, please let our guys to know exactly everything that they can get if possible, you know.
Okay, so that's upgrade number 1, Push Notify Pro. Upgrade number 2 is something called the YouTube Client Induction System. So I actually have a separate coaching program. And this is not just like some people make up like, oh, this normally sells for 10 grand, 5 grand. This actually sells as a coaching program over the phone for $5,000. And this is a program where I walk people through how to create high converting YouTube video ads from scratch using my templates, and then how to set them up on YouTube and, you know, build a funnel so that it brings in automated, you know, high ticket client leads on autopilot. So this is all about putting your client attraction on autopilot, really, you know, putting a video ad up there, sitting back, letting the leads come in. And they're super qualified because they're going through that funnel process.
Wow.
So that's upgrade number 2. Normally sells for $5 grand. I believe we're offering that at, don't quote me, but I think it's $297. And that's upgrade number 2.
Yeah. We'll confirm all the OTO prices on our bonus page anyway, Peter.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Anyways, that one's a huge game changer for a lot of people. And also another thing about that I forgot to mention is with YouTube, you can actually display your ads on people's TV screens. So think about this. Like, you got local businesses who are busy during the day, right? They're running their business. They got gatekeepers. Well, what if you could, like, if they're on the weekends hanging out with their family, sitting back watching Netflix or whatever, or watching the YouTube app, you know, on their TV, you could actually display your ads for your agency on their TV during the weekend when they're hanging out with their family and their kids. So it's like kind of get them when their guard is down.
That's clever. I like that. Sneaky. I like that.
Yeah,
it's
me too.
Sneaky. James, it's not sneaky. It's called marketing.
Yeah, it's the same word, isn't it? I think sneaky and marketing kind of in the dictionary kind of tie up the same place.
They're pretty close. Yeah.
Yeah. That sounds fabulous.
Borderline.
But if it's that kind of figure for less than $300, if it is that, that's an insane value opportunity, and especially tying in with this agency, you know, because this is something. Sometimes the biggest problem I've always found is we have a saying here in the UK: all the gear and no idea. You know, it's like, you know, I've got all the apps, I've got all the tools, but I've just still not got the people to sell it to. And if you've got something that will actually show you to kind of target the right people and get them on YouTube, because let's be honest, YouTube is the biggest search engine on the planet now. You know, I mean, people watch more videos than they do Google, that's for sure. You know,
that's a good point, James. Is like, you, especially in our industry, there's lots of people who, like, they've got all the gear, they've got the templates, they've got the software, they've got all this stuff, and they're like, I'm still not making any money. I talk to people like this all the time, and it's usually because they don't have a unique offer to bring to the marketplace, and they don't have a consistent flow of leads. So with this, we help them build that high ticket offer that's very unique to them. No one can be compared to them, and then we'll actually launch that on YouTube, put it in front of businesses, and bring those leads in on autopilot.
Yeah, that's very cool.
Amazing. Wow.
And that was OTO. Was that OTO 2, Peter? Yeah.
2, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So upgrade number 3 is something called Takeover Arbitrage. So in the software, there's actually a feature where you can import websites from other builders. So like, if you look at like platforms like GoDaddy, Wix, Squarespace, like tons of businesses have websites built through those builders.
Yeah.
So what we have figured out is, like, our platform builds websites that are mobile first, where they're like built for mobile devices first and they scale up for desktop, which is the reverse of everybody else. So with this tool, it's a migration tool. You can go to pretty much any or most GoDaddy, Wix websites and import them into this platform with a few clicks. And then basically you can make customizations to it, turn it into an instant app funnel within the software. So it's a migration import.
Can you do that with WordPress as well, Peter, or is it?
Yes, WordPress,
WordPress as well, cool.
So
yeah, I mean, we know how many websites are powered by WordPress globally.
Yeah.
So that's a massive, one to have in the arsenal, isn't it?
Guys, I've got goosebumps even thinking about that concept, because here's the really cool part here, because you can say to the client, say, listen, you know what? We know that your branding is important to you. So let me have a look at your website and I will make your app completely bespoke, as if it was almost like your website on an app. Now that's a higher selling ticket. In other words, it's doing all the work for you. You don't have to design anything pretty much. You can pull that in there. That's incredible.
Yeah, I mean that's a fantastic upsell to be able to offer your potential customer, isn't it?
Yeah, because customers are all big on very much the branding, the right color, hex codes, etc. If you're slightly off, if they're serious
about the business, the ones that are serious about the business are, of course, they are.
Yeah. Wow, that's awesome. How much is that, Peter?
Again, don't quote me on this, but it's going to be around that 47 to 67 range, somewhere around there.
No brainer.
Yeah, don't worry about being
paid for itself.
Yeah, don't worry about being exact with the figures, Peter. We'll confirm all the OTO prices on the bonus page for our viewers and listeners. Yeah.
Wow.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, so that's upgrade number 3. Kind of opens up that website builder marketplace, and it'll also help you solve a lot of objections too. Like if you get like a client who's like, well, my website's built over here. Hey, no problem. Look, I can import it with a few clicks. So. Upgrade number 4 this is my favorite upgrade, and I hope I can demo it for you guys if you have your phones nearby. But
yeah,
it's called smart card funnels.
Right. Okay. So what do I need for my do I need my camera or?
Yeah, if you can scan QR code.
Wait, let's try it.
So like, do you know like paper business cards? Have you ever guys been asked like, what do you do for a living? I mean,
yeah, all the time.
And it's kind of a pain to answer, especially if you work online, because people don't understand it.
No, unless you work online, nobody else understands, do they?
No. And then they're like, oh, do you have a business card? You know what I mean? It's like, actually, like, I don't carry around paper business cards anymore. And especially like today's day and age, you're not going to want to hand over a paper business card. So we've created something that's basically a digital business card, where if someone asks you for your business card, you're like, oh yeah, 1 second. And you pull out your mobile phone, show them a QR code. They scan it with their phone.
Yeah.
Takes them right to the digital business card, and they can install you on their phone like an app. And I've actually got myself here. Maybe we can try this, but you can kind of see my own face there.
I can see you in the bottom there with the black ground, look a bit like myself here.
Yeah, so like that's in my office. I'm at my home right now. We're in the process of moving, but if I click that, it opens up my business card. So I'm like literally living on their phones. They can schedule a consultation with me, So I don't know if you guys want me to give you that QR code or.
Let me try it.
Let's face it, paper.
That will work.
Old school paper business cards, Peter, get lost. No one's going to lose their mobile phone, are they?
No one's going to. That's something that's a good point. Would that work for you?
Yeah, I've got you there, Peter, already. What about that? That's awesome.
Wow.
Peter, he's never going to leave you alone now. I hope you realise that. Change your number.
I've now got a one-to-one coach with Peter Beattie. I'm living the dream.
Did you see? There should be like a little what's your browser on your phone?
Well, it's an iPhone, so it'll be Safari.
Is it?
Do you see that? There should be like a little pop-up on the bottom that says "Add to home screen." Do you see that?
Free strategy.
I know what you mean, Peter. I've seen that before when I've.
Oh yes, add to home screen. Yeah.
Yeah, if you click that, and then you can install that that app on your phone without going to the app store, and then you'll have my face on your phone, and then I can send you push notifications about new offers.
Wow, great! I'm going to be buying your new Lamborghini soon.
Oh, thank you, I appreciate that.
Peter's going to be on a few thousand people's mobile phones after this launch, I think.
Yeah, add to home screen. Right, that's done.
That's probably that's my favorite feature. I mean, because if you think about it, if you work with local businesses, I mean, imagine like, I mean, they ask you, hey, do you have a business card, blah, blah. I mean, what a cool way to kind of like stand out and leave an impression, never be forgotten.
And the fact as marketers, we find that cool. How cool is a business owner going to find that?
You know, I think that's the thing. See, when we get enthusiastic about things, and I am quite an enthusiastic person anyway, I ain't going to deny that, you know, but I mean, it's just like magic for people, isn't it? You know, I mean, it's like technical wizardry. What how can you do that?
Like I just said to Peter, James, nobody's going to lose their mobile phone, are they?
Not twice. You'd
Yeah,
maybe do it once,
especially if it's an iPhone. But you know, where paper business cards, old school business cards, they get lost, they get thrown away, they get put in the trash.
Yeah.
That's really incredible,
That's
Peter.
a good point.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like,
you know,
you like, well, go ahead.
I was going to say, and forget, I mean, obviously, I love the tech, and I'm not the most eco-friendly guy in the world, but everybody's hugging trees now, and everybody's vegan, and, you know, and everybody's really want to save the planet a lot more. I'm like you, I'm a petrol head. I like cars, and, you know, I'll worry about that stuff a little bit down the line. But right now, there is a real big thing right now where, like, getting rid of plastic, getting rid of all the kind of stuff that we don't need. You can tell people. I mean, it's a really good way to be a cheapskate as well, because I know for a fact the money I've spent in business cards over the years is thousands and thousands of pounds, because I always buy good quality ones.
All the printers are shaking in the boots now, aren't they?
They are. And I could literally open my back office and I have got so much paper on bookshelves here between flyers, posters, business cards, you name it, for various different ventures I've had over the years. It's incredible. So that's amazing.
Just confirm with Peter, was that OTO 3, Peter, was it?
Yes.
4. And, oh, sorry. Someone's pulling the driveway here. Yeah, one thing we didn't even talk about is like, that could be a really cool foot in the door thing. I mean, imagine like doing that, like doing one of these for free for a business owner.
Yeah.
And then kind of using that as an opportunity to kind of get your foot in the door and sell them, you know, upsell them to an instant app funnel or anything you want.
Stunning QR code. It's got all your social media links at the bottom. It's got your bookings, survey, video, webinar. That's amazing. That's incredible. That's expensive, though, isn't it?
It is just a demo, so some stuff might not work, but we wanted to show the features. But that's exactly what it would look like. Yeah.
That's going to be expensive. How much is it roughly?
So that's actually, I believe it's actually the cheapest one in the funnel. It's $47. We wanted to make it a no-brainer.
It costs you more than that to get printed business cards made.
Yeah, I can assure you. Go check Vista Printout. I'll tell you, 500 business cards will cost you way more than that.
Yeah. Yeah, you never have to refill or buy these again. That's for sure.
No, I like that. That's very cool.
That's
Yeah,
really cool.
I think that's something that, you know, business owners would really buy into as well.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, as I say, even like, you know, I mean, with that QR code, you could probably get that then printed onto your, if you had, for talking say, if you were a plumber, an electrician, an HVAC guy, you could get that QR code put onto your van. People sitting in the back of the car when they're driving and when they're traffic jams, they can scan that. They've then got your details. It's how often have you had a car or a van in front of you and you're thinking, God, I need that. I don't have a pen. I don't have paper to write that guy's number or his website, and you forget about it. As opposed to that, you've got your phone usually hooked up here on your hands-free. You can literally turn it to camera, move it, tweak it. You've got it. Bang.
Yeah, James, and let's be absolutely honest here. Yeah, with traditional, you know, printed business cards, unless you really, really are interested in doing business with that person, where do they end up?
In
the bin, in the trash.
You know, because let's be honest, your wallet ends up feeling like a slab of concrete because there's so many cards in it. It's like, who's this guy? I don't need that. You know,
boom, boom. You're just too friendly. You just take a business card off anybody, don't you?
It's nice to be nice, isn't it?
Right. So where are we up to in the funnel, Peter?
The last one. That was it.
Oh, that was it. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, and one thing that I don't know if you want me to mention this, probably should. We're doing something a little bit unique this time with this one. So like usually when you buy the front end product, it's like you go through those upgrades. It's like, hey, check this out. Do you want it? So we're actually offering something called the Fast Pass, a concept we came up with because people were saying, hey, can we just buy them all at once? So after they buy the front end product, there will be an option to get all of the upgrades together at a discount.
I was aware of that, Peter, because unlike James, I did my research on all the JV information.
I've had
Oh,
such
yeah?
a drama today. You know what I've been through today. My plan was quite easily I was going to be looking at it, but
yeah. So effectively, everybody needs to buy the front end, but then they can buy the rest of the OTOs as a bundle. Correct, Peter?
Right.
Yeah, and if they don't want to do that, then they can just decline
They
it.
can
And
just
then
go through the funnel as normal. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Good.
that sounds amazing.
We already know full training's available, and guys, this is not weak training like you get with a lot of products you purchase. Peter's training is different level. I can vouch for that. From a personal perspective. The training that he's providing is really going to help you sell this service to your business owners.
Even back in the day, Peter, when I started buying from you and you looked about 12, I mean, you were so young looking, but even then you were such a switched on guy, and it was quite inspiring, if I'm being honest, because when you get in there, I'm like, this guy's a young guy, but man, he knows his stuff, and that was quite a cool thing. So, I obviously took my hat off to you many times because of that, so well done.
Thanks.
Man.
I appreciate that, James.
Peter, I think I've known you from when you very first started back in the old WSO days.
Yeah.
So I've followed your career all the way, and no one's more pleased for you than I am to see how where you're at now. It's fantastic to see. Getting back to your launch, when's it available, and on what platform?
JV Zoo.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you guys will have a link. But it's technically we're doing a webinar tonight at 8 p.m. to release it.
Yep.
But it goes it launches to the public tomorrow at 11 a.m.
Yeah, sorry, that's the question I was asking. I wasn't quite clear on that. So it's tomorrow, 11 a.m. Eastern.
Yep.
On JV Zoo, yeah.
Well, I will be on that.
Fantastic.
Now, a curiosity, there's not an agency option here, is there? Or is there a limit to how many of these we can sell?
So there's 2 licenses on the front end. There's Rookie and All-Star. All-Star, you can do this for an unlimited number of clients or yourself, so there's no limits on that.
Well, right, okay. Well, I don't want to be a rookie.
Yeah,
I want to be an All-Star.
I've got a feeling you're going to be selling more All-Star than you are Rookie, that's for sure.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
This thing's going to sell itself. And again, with that foot in the door with the digital business card, it's a no-brainer. Whoever knocks back something free, me, Tony, I don't. I love free.
We love free. I think what's significant here, James, is that when you really dig into this product, it's not just one product, is it really?
No, it's a business in a box, really, isn't it?
Business in a box, yeah.
Yeah, this is incredible. Peter, well done. It's fantastic. I'm delighted.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah. So, I mean, Peter, there is one question before we go, right? Because this is important to me because, again, when COVID hit, we've got another saying here, I was on the bones of my arse. I literally, there was no flesh left. I had nothing. My businesses had went to the floor with COVID, and I got into this, and I was a bit lost at the time because although I had bought many things over the years, I never done anything with them, because I had other businesses, and it was almost a little bit of a hobby for me buying other business things and stuff. But if you had to start again tomorrow, knowing what you know now, with the maximum of $100 in your pocket, what would you do?
That's a good question. And a lot of people getting started in this business, they think that, buying tools and software is the key to success, and it's actually not. It's just a tool. It's like if you're a builder, it's like having the best drill or the best hammer, right? It can help you be successful. But if you want to be successful, business is all about solving problems, helping other people and understanding their problems. And a lot of people don't realize that. So what I would do if I was starting over, I would first find a big problem. Like, we're working with local businesses. You want to take a look at what is on those local business owners' mind right now today. What is the thing that's keeping them up at night? What is the thing that they're complaining to their wife about, after long days of work? What's keeping them up at night as they're laying in bed? Or am I going to be able to pay the bills? Or, what's the problem that's keeping them up? And then how can you deliver a service to solve that problem and alleviate that pain? And, being able to communicate how you do that in a unique way is the thing that you need to focus on, having that strong offer. So if I had to start over, I would find a big problem. find a way to solve that problem, and then craft a very strong offer to be able to communicate how I would do that with my product. So with this, you know, the big problem is very evident. You know, the world has changed. Everybody's on their mobile phones. Most local businesses are not on their customers' phones. It's the most valuable real estate in the world. Without that, they're losing sales. So with Mobileverse Takeover, you know, you're bringing them a solution to put them there, which is going to help them, you know, come into the new mobile economy and be able to reach those customers.
Yep.
So we're helping you deliver that service and also help you communicate that value to the client. So in a nutshell, find a problem, figure out how to solve it, and craft a unique offer that nobody else has and deliver that. And there's no money needed to do that.
Fantastic. Well, and I think you summed up Mobileverse Takeover perfectly there, Peter, as well.
Yeah, it's ideal for that. And the fact that obviously when they buy it and they can then send those push notifications for free, that is such an absolute money maker for people, because I know barbers, I mean, I know lots of different people, but barbers they're limited to their time. And if someone doesn't show for one of their appointments, you know, that's money out of their pocket, as opposed to just by saying in 2 minutes, listen, I've just had a call, I've had a cancellation at 2:30, who wants it? Boom. And I know that's only one thing, but if you've got a salon with 5 or 6 barbers, hairdressers, whatever you want to call them, or you've got any business that, again, like Wednesday night, the pizzeria, you know, it's quiet. Listen, guys, free drinks with pizzas tonight, you know, boom.
And
Place is going to be filled in an hour.
They're called instant notifications for a reason, because people,
incredible.
You know, one, they're instant, but
Yeah.
2, people look at them instantly as well, don't they?
Well, they do. As soon as that bloody thing pings, you know, you're there.
Oh yeah, I'm exactly the same with mine. No different at all.
You know, amazing. Peter, this has been a fantastic interview. I'm absolutely delighted to get to speak to you in person after all these years, you know. So thank you so much. Tony, anything else to add?
Just to really thank Peter for taking the time out to be on the show today. We really appreciate it, Peter. We know you're busy with pre-launch and webinars this evening and everything else. So yeah, thank you very much. We do appreciate it.
Yeah, you're welcome, guys. Glad, you know, thank you for having me.
And we'll look forward to having you on again at some point when you've got your next amazing product coming out.
Yeah, always
I
deliver.
look forward to it.
Excellent. Thanks again. And guys, don't forget, jump on this one, Mobileverse Takeover. It's going to be a blinder. I'm telling you right now, I'm putting my hands up. I'm buying this one for me, because this is something that I can definitely see me selling without a problem. Okay.
Just one more thing, James. Just to let everybody know that we'll put the link to the bonus page below the video.
Yep.
And I'm sorting out a very, very special exclusive bonus just for this offer, guys. So make sure you check it out. Those details will be on the bonus page. Yeah?
Guys, Tony never says that kind of thing lightly. The last time he done that, it was like crazy. And I won't talk about what that was, because it was ridiculously insane. It was hundreds and hundreds of dollars of real value, not pretend value, real value for one of the offers. So this should be amazing.
And the bonus I've got in mind for this particular offer perfectly complements it. So it's a win-win for the viewers and listeners. Yeah.
Amazing, guys. Amazing. Thank you so much, Tony. Thanks again, Peter. And again, that bonus link is going to be right below this video, guys. So once again, thank you so much, Peter. And guys, thanks for tuning in to another episode of Those Two IM Guys. See you all soon. Take care.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Good to know, guys.